It's a money fight, I get you, and you want to make money. But at some point in time, if you keep telling us that you're taking boxing seriously and you want to be recognized as a big-time boxer / fighter, you're gonna have to fight somebody closer to your age who is a contender.
Exactly. He can fight. He can fight. I respect it. So go in there against fighters. You should be climbing the ladder towards those other fighters and taking the sport seriously to the point where you're fighting actual boxers. Now he decides to fight.
Fighting somebody half his size is a fucking bully. Why are you fighting a guy half his size? It's wrong.
Yeah.
I know he can't fight. We know he's playing at the game, but he's gone from Krusty the Clown now to Sideshow Bob. He's getting worse.
Fight canceled. Stephen A. Smith hits the nail on the head. Jake Paul is chasing money, not respect. If Jake truly cared about boxing, he'd fight someone strong and close to his age, not just easy matches. That's why fans feel disappointed.
It's a money fight, I get you, and you want to make money. But at some point in time, if you keep telling us that you're taking boxing seriously and you want to be recognized as a big-time boxer / fighter, you're gonna have to fight somebody closer to your age who is a...
Stephen A. Smith makes a powerful point. Respect for the sport means you don't just jump in with anyone for an easy payday. Boxing is about honor and challenge, not theater. Jake Paul must remember this before calling himself a serious fighter.
When you're that great and you're that elite, no one deserves, not just anyone deserves to be in the ring with you, even if you are retired, even if it is for exhibition purposes. This is not a movie. This is not Rocky 3, where Rocky is going against Thunderbolt, who that was his name, or Hulk Hogan, okay? This is not...
Shakur Stevenson hits hard with this. Boxing isn't just about making money. It's about honor. Tank choosing other fights over real competition shows a lack of respect for the sport. Jake Paul, on the other hand, keeps dodging real challengers. This isn't how champions behave.
Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. He called cap on it. So if you gonna call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it. I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter.
Terrence Crawford's view next shows why this fight never made sense. This isn't fair competition, it's a mismatch. Jake Paul picking such opponents makes it less about skill and more about spectacle. That's why this fight's cancellation doesn't surprise serious boxing fans.
Jake Paul versus Tank Davis, they just announced the fight. What's your instant reaction to that?
I don't know what's going to happen with a 135-pounder going up against a 200-pounder. I think it's not a real fight. Jake just too big. Tank ain't gonna be able to get in from that jab. Jake land one good punch on Tank, it's over with.
Dana White brings the heart of the matter. A fight should be competitive and safe. Size and weight matter hugely in boxing. This wasn't just a mismatch physically, it was disrespectful to the sport. Stephen A. Smith's voice rings truer than ever here.
Is the burnt bridge with my brother unfixable?
I don't hate your brother. You guys need to fight guys your same size. When you fought Floyd, you are massive. He did hit you with a fucking bomb and you fucking ate it. He's gonna fight Gervonta Davis.
Who do you got?
Gervonta, I think, hits way harder than Floyd, but he's too small. Your brother's gonna be able to get inside on him, put his weight on him, tie him up.
I hear your critique on fighting guys the same size as you. Is that why you guys wouldn't let me fight Conor?
Yeah, you're fucking huge. Conor weighs 145 pounds, 155 pounds.
Yeah, but he says he can beat me.
Jake Paul's big talk sounds exciting, but it lacks real sense. Talking about fighting Gervonta while avoiding proper opponents shows he's more into drama than real sport. Stephen A. Smith was right. This isn't serious boxing, it's a show.
Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
The real Jake Paul is not just about fighting, it's about his personality. Crawford's words hit home. Paul uses hype and showmanship more than respect for the sport. That's why Stephen A. Smith called this fight out. This cancellation is proof.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like.
Why this fight failed is simple: weight difference. Jeff Mayweather nails it. Boxing is about fair play, and this mismatch makes no sense. Stephen A. Smith's warning was right. Jake Paul keeps chasing money, not respect for the sport.
It's kind of weird because Jake Paul is extremely bigger than Tank, and I mean, but with it being a exhibition, it makes sense. It's fine. He got a big name that he's going to be fighting, but I mean, it really makes no sense because he's going to be weighing over 200 and some pounds. Tank's going to probably be weighing maybe at the most 147, 150. So I don't even understand why the fight is happening.
The fans were ready, and Lamont speaks the truth. This fight cancellation leaves fans disappointed. Boxing needs challenges and honor, not mismatched spectacles. Jake Paul chose spectacle, and now the chance is gone.
Well, you know, like, that's the fight we want, and I think that's the fight the fans want, you know, such after a great fight like that. Everybody's looking forward to the second bout, but unfortunately, things ain't lining up as planned, so we just can't sit around and wait. We gotta move forward and continue.
Tim Bradley makes it clear. Jake Paul talks big, but real fighters don't see him as a challenge worth taking. Money talks, but respect walks. Stephen A. Smith was right. This isn't a real fight, it's a circus.
One action sport, I'm sure he wants to go out and face, you know, guys like Garcia, you know what I mean? I'm sure he would want to get in the ring with Jake Paul, you know what I'm saying? Because that's money. So, I mean, look, man, he trying to get the bag and get on out with his wits and be happy.
Timothy Bradley versus Jake Paul, would you take it?
No, I wouldn't.
Not for 50 million?
Jake Paul, baby.
No chance for Jake. Stevenson says it clearly. Even pro boxers don't believe Jake could beat Tank. This fight being canceled is proof that the talk was all hype and no real challenge. Stephen A. Smith was calling this from the start.
So I can see Tank just outboxing him and making it real easy.
Is there any way you could, any realistic or legitimate way in your mind you could see Jake Paul winning a fight against Tank?
No.
No way.
Nope.
Tuffimo's words hit hard. This fight was more about entertainment than competition. That's exactly what Stephen A. Smith warns against. Boxing should be about skill and honor, not just clicks and cash.
Jake Paul, Tank. What do you think of that fight? Are you happy for Tank?
Great fight, great matchup. It's fun for the sport of boxing. It makes it fun, it makes it entertaining. That's what it's all about, you know, and may the best man win. It's an exhibition regardless, it doesn't count.
Tony Bella nails it. Jake Paul picks easy opponents so he keeps his record looking good, not for real boxing glory. Stephen A. Smith has been saying it. Boxing is about honor, skill, not just fame. Fighting granddads is not proving anything. It's avoiding risk. Fans want to see courage, not scripted matches. Jake's avoiding tough fighters like Tommy Fury and carrot shows. It's all a show. Real champions take big risks. Jake takes easy routes. That's why Stephen A.'s words make perfect sense here.
Jake Paul ain't making matches to lose. Whoever Jake Paul's picking, he's going to beat. There's a reason why he doesn't want to go anywhere near someone like Carl Froch.
Yeah, or back to Tommy Fury.
There's a reason why he isn't facing Tommy Fury. He's fighting granddads, which is just wrong. I do think he's getting better. There's no point in lying. I'd like to see him face JJ KSI. I think KSI has so much ability athletically as a specimen. If he's taught correctly, I think he'll be the best out of the Misfits bunch.
Tony Bellew gets to the point. Jake Paul is not here for serious boxing. He's here to sell a spectacle. Stephen A. Smith has pointed out time and again, boxing is about respect, not reality TV. Jake knows how to grab headlines, but not all that glitters is gold. This isn't a sports contest, it's entertainment dressed as sport. Bellew even admits it's a freak show. That's exactly why the fight being cancelled is no surprise. The whole thing was built on hype, not fairness.
Yeah. I'm not even sure if Tank has got a belt anymore. I think he has, he fought Lamont Roach for it. Yeah. It's insane. It's just insane. I mean, he's half his size.
He never fails to surprise us, does he, Jake Paul?
Fair play. Listen, he's a marketing genius, but when it comes to people that picking his fights, I can't get my head around it. Like, I don't know like what kind of freak show people are going to be seeing, but people are going to tune in.
Spencer Oliver hits the nail on the head. Jake Paul going up against someone much smaller isn't fair sport, it's a mismatch. Stephen A. Smith has been saying this. Boxing needs real contests, not size gimmicks. Gervonta Davis is world class, but putting a 5'5" fighter in there with someone so much bigger feels unnatural. It turns boxing into a spectacle, not a sport of skill. Bellew even called it a freak show. And Oliver agrees. Jake's choice of opponents is about hype and ticket sales, not genuine competition. Fans deserve proper fights where skill and heart matter, not just marketing. That's why this whole fight was questionable from the start.
I fancy my chances. I think Gervonta Davis actually beats him as well. He's one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world at lightweight. But it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? It's like you got a guy of 5'5" boxing a guy of 6 foot plus. Cruiserweight, yeah, it's just all a little bit odd. I thought if they're going to do an exhibition, perhaps Jake should have picked someone more his size.
This isn't just another cancelled fight. It's a moment that exposes everything about Jake Paul's boxing career. Stephen A. Smith was right. It's about respect for the sport, not just making money. Fans want real battles, not mismatches that feel like circus acts. Everyone from Bellew to Oliver has questioned this fight, and now it's off. The bigger question is, who truly wants it more? Tank Davis or Jake Paul? One fights for legacy, the other for hype. Boxing fans deserve clarity and genuine competition, not drama and cancellations. This is the turning point. A fight canceled is a lesson in priorities. So what do you think? Should Jake Paul be taken seriously as a boxer, or is he just in it for show? Comment below and join the debate.